Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I didn't manage to upload last week. I did start filming, but it was later in the day and Nick was in the room next door and I just felt not really with it and not in a flow. So I just thought better to not put out a rubbish video that I wasn't fully in. So I'm gonna film today. That means that I have started, I did do my check-in last week. So some stuff is ticked off, highlighted, but we'll just pick up from this week. So I have got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 110, 120 pounds to stuff this week. So let's just get into it. So as I said, I filmed during the day on Saturday and then last week and then just stopped. But after that, we went to Sainsbury's and I got some groceries. That was £24.10. I really noticed the difference. I just couldn't be bothered to go to Lidl at the weekend. Sometimes I really can't face it. So whilst we were out, we went to Sainsbury's and I took my cash with me. And it's just so much more expensive than it would have been in Lidl. So I need to just be better prepared and just go to Lidl next week or this week. It's bank holiday as I film this. So we have Monday, tomorrow off work. So I'm going to go tomorrow. But that was that on Saturday last week. And then I spent £9.05 in Tesco on some bits afterwards. And then £5.22 on Snapfish. I got some photos printed. So that came out of my fun money. And then on Monday, I spent £14.40 on ASOS. There was a t-shirt that I had my eye on, and then there was a 20% off code. So that came out of my fun budget as well. £3.50 in Co-op was some work spends. I got a meal deal. And then £19 on petrol on the way home. Tuesday was a no spend, so that was nice. Let's get the stickers. So we'll put one of those down. No spend on Tuesday. And then £12.50 on Wednesday for the cinema. This was actually a gift for my nephew. It's like a cinema pass thing for his birthday. So that was what that was. And then moving on to, let's just check those in, yeah. Thursday, I spent £17.50 on Co-op. That was on some more bits for my nephew's birthday. I got a card and another voucher. And then Friday, I spent £3.60 in Co-op. Do you know, I cannot remember what that was. I bought Pepsi Max. I just can't remember. No idea. But £3.60 in Co-op on Friday. And then yesterday was Saturday. I spent £9.37 in Tesco. That was on some bits for dinner. £9.99 in H&M. That was on another t-shirt. So that came out of fun. I haven't put this, my key. What colour is fun? Pink. That was fun. £15.29 on Amazon. That was on my moisturiser and a lip balm. So that came out of my beauty budget. And then £2 in parking. That will just come out of my fun budget. So that was everything. Quite a quick week last week, actually. Yeah. That felt like a really quick check-in, but I didn't really, I'm trying to think back, and I didn't really spend much last week. So that is how it was. So let's reset the purse then. I have got nothing in beauty because I spent that money yesterday on Amazon. Eating out is empty. Fun has £10 left in. So yeah, I must have bought some bits and spoke about that last week because it did have 65, but we're down to 10. So let's pop that in. I'm going to run out of thingamajigs. There's a 10. These placeholders, by the way, I think I say it, but just not every video. I sell these in my Etsy store. They're customizable. You can send me a picture and I will put them onto the placeholder for you. They come in 5, 10, 20, 50 and a custom one where you can write in an amount. I'll try and leave the link below to that. I'm not very good at that. But yeah, £10 left in fun. Groceries had £5 left, so we'll stuff that into challenges in a bit. Petrol had £10 left, so we'll stuff that. Petrol is getting £30 for the week. And groceries, I forgot to do that, is also getting £30 for the week. And then last week when I did empty everything, I kept aside, I didn't stuff anything into my challenges. So I had £15 left from last week that we'll use now. And I also have some change, so cover your ears. I have got £4, 50, 70, 84 in change that we will stuff today as well. Moving into my digital binder then, or sort of more long-term sinking funds. I do a mix of if you hadn't guessed already with the placeholders. I do a mix of digital and physical cash stuffing. So this binder represents things that I'm saving for more longer term, or things that I stuff digitally every month. So let's get started. Botox is that is staying as it is, but actually, sorry, I just had to think about that for a minute. Botox basically is a fund. I haven't got Botox booked in, but I've fully funded it, and then I borrowed some money out of it. I borrowed money to pay for the 5 tickets that I spoke about before and Gladiators. So I'm paying each of those back £15 a month. So I'm putting in 30 this month, or this week rather, but I haven't really thought about how I'm going to do that. Let's just put it in. Have I got a 5 anywhere? Let's just say, right, here we go, £30, because I took out 15, 30 in there, that is towards Gladiator tickets, and then that 15 that I just took out of there, I'm going to put into Botox, and that will be the 5 tickets. So that makes sense. I have it, it's the same pot, but I've split it across 2 different wallets for some reason, but that evens out. So Botox now, I don't think that's accurate. I'll have to have a look and rectify it for next week. But Botox, days out, then we've just stuffed. Effort fund is being left. Gifts has, I think it's got £7 in, so I'll just leave 5 in there. And that's gifts done after I bought my nephew his presents. I don't have a birthday now until July. I have a rush at the beginning of the year of birthdays, so we're all right until July, but I do have a few then. And I know it's Father's Day in June, isn't it? I do have a birthday. I have Nick's birthday, but I save £20 a month towards that, so it's covered when it comes around. So yeah, gifts I can kind of slow down, and I've been doing £50 a month for that because of all the birthdays at the beginning of the year. So I can slow down a bit now, which is quite nice. Hair is empty. I spoke about this last week when I filmed. I had my hair appointment and it was about £40 more than I'd budgeted. She has a room, so she doesn't have a website, so I can't ever sort of track what it's going to be. And I thought about, I'd looked back at what it had been before. I just wasn't expecting it. So I was £40 over budget for hair, which was disappointing, I'll be honest. But yeah, it's something I need to look at for next time, because I know she did a toner this time, so that's probably why it was more, but it was just a lot more than I was anticipating. Because when you think I was doing £35 a month to get me to £105, which I thought would cover it, actually when it's 40, that means it was like £50 a month I need to be saving, and that is too much. So yeah, I'll need to keep an eye on that. But hair is empty. Home, health is empty. Nick is getting skipped for now, and pets, I looked earlier and it's got about £65 in, so let's actually put a 5 in to just rectify that. Take those out. I don't know quite what's gone on there, but yeah, pets has £65 in, and this will cover Bo, my cat, her vaccines. I think they are about £60. So yeah, that's where that one is. So that means I have £30 left of stuff, and that is going into my Christmas binder. Normally I like to do £50 a month, but I've spread myself a bit thin. The money is not going as far as I would like it to, so that's something I'm going to talk about in a minute actually. But yeah, £30 to go into Christmas, better than nothing. Let's pop that into, how much have I got in the winter savings challenge, because this is for activities, so when they come up I always like to book onto a wreath making class, and that was about £50 last year, I think. I would also like to do another light walk, but that's something that you can book a bit later, isn't it? So let's put £10 in here, so that takes me up to £50. So I mean, I think last time we booked was about September, so there is plenty of time. But let's colour in these. So 2 of these to represent the £10 we just put in. That's the wrong colour. And then let's leave that out for a second to dry. All the challenges in this binder are from Cashbook Cute. I'm sure you recognise that fact. And then let's do the last 20 into my gingerbread savings. And this is saving for presents. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, £120 in there. So that is coming along nicely. Once I've fully funded my winter challenge for activities, then we can start really focusing on this. So we will get there. Have you guys started saving for Christmas yet? I don't know how I used to do it. I used to just use all my money from November and December. So it is nice to be saving throughout the year, but I feel like the amount I'm having to put aside every month is just going up and up and up. And I know next month I've got quite a few things I need to spend on, so it'll be another month where I don't manage to put as much in Christmas, but it's better than nothing, isn't it? And realistically, let's put that one back, it's nice to have this one, which is a mess, I haven't managed to clean it properly yet, is for like decorations. It's nice to have, but that's not the end of the world if we don't actually manage that, is it? So it will be fine. And now into my Love in Full Bloom Spring Savings Binder. I love this dashboard. It's from Lily Rain Design, and this binder has all of my savings challenges in. And I've definitely bitten off more than I can chew. Last year, the only sort of seasonal binder I did was for autumn, and I didn't have any ongoing monthly annual savings challenges, nor did I have, I've been doing the Candy Skies from Violet Moon, which takes up a lot of my spare cash. The cash I have for this binder, sometimes I put it into my budget, factor it in, but mainly it is my rollover from groceries or petrol. And as I said earlier, that money is not going very far. Groceries are just going up. My petrol, even though petrol prices seem to have come down slightly, my petrol just stays the same every week. I don't really understand, or if not, goes up unexpectedly. I've also, my pet insurance, that has gone up from £25 a month to £40, which is a big jump. I know she's an older cat, which is why I'm stuck with them, but I've not claimed anything for her for years, so that was unexpected. And Nick has also added me to his private healthcare through his work, and I said I'd contribute to that. So I definitely do not have as much money available as I used to. So for that reason, I am going to put a pause on Fill the Dots, just for the time being, just for a few weeks, really, until I finish Violet Moon budgets. I'm going to finish this because the goal is this will take me to my birthday week. So that will be finished. I'm going to carry on with my April, with my monthly ones from Babes That Budget and Lily Rain Designs. Pages to Pounds, again, I'm going to keep going with. And these ones, these sort of spring ones, I'm just going to do what I can. If I haven't started it already, which I haven't for the Spring I Spy from Plan Budget Repeat, I'm probably not going to start it now. But moving forwards, I still want a summer binder, but I'm just going to try and be a bit more realistic. But as I said, in a couple of weeks, Candy Skies will be done, and that is a big chunk that I will then have available to put into other things. So, long waffle over. I have got 2 weeks to do for this, because as I said, I didn't cash stuff anything last week. So I have £6 from last week and £1 from today. So that is £7 that needs to go in here. So let's do that. And we'll take 5. So I forgot to say earlier, I had 30 and then the change. So let's take 5 and 7 and pop that in there. I've got the week off for my birthday, so I'm undecided whether I'm going to use this money just to live my best life, go out and about. I don't have lots planned, but if we have a day trip or whatever, it'd be nice to have some money available and I do not plan to spend £190 in one day, but have it not, you know, be a stress and something I have to worry about going over budget for. So that will be, oops, come off. That's the plan for that one. And then April, save 40 from Babes That Budget. Let's put in, should we do 15? Oh, I can't decide. I have such like decision paralysis when I come to do this. And then what else can I do? I know I need to put £1 into here, so I'll have £1 there and then £1 left. Yeah, do you know what? It needs to be done, doesn't it? We'll put £15 into April. Let's pop that to one side. From Babes That Budget. So what colour should we do? So I've got to do, let's do 5 eggs, which will take me to £10 because each one is 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then we will do 1 bunny. I don't know how I'll show that the bunny's done. Can I show that the bunny's done? Let's do a little tick above his head. That's that one started. And I have until, I know it's May as I film this. I do this for my monthly payroll cycle. So I get paid in 2-ish weeks. So this will be done before I get paid next. And then let's do £10 into Lily Rain Designs. Each one of these icons is £1. So let's tick them off now. I don't know which pen I used. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's that one. And then pages to pounds. I finished another book this week. Or it was last week actually. Oh gosh, what was it? It was the Strawberry Patch Pancake House, if I've got that right. If I didn't do that one last time, I'm sure it was, which was another one. It's just rubbish, really. It's set in this small town in America, and there's a whole series of them. So if you remember, I don't know if it was within these at some point, no, maybe it wasn't. I read The Christmas Tree Farm last year, and then this was set in the same place, and just different characters. That was 384 pages. So I have transferred £3.84 over to my pot that I have on Starling for this. It's now on, I think it's like £39 something. And I've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books left to read. So by the summer, that should be finished. And I'm thinking I might spend that money on some bits for the garden, which will be nice. So that's that one done for this week. And I'm about 30% through the book I'm reading at the moment. So with it being the bank holiday, I'm hoping to do some more reading today. And that leaves Hot Cross Buns. I'm going to put the last £1 in to fully fund this one. I wanted this done by Easter, but we did not manage that. So that is that one fully funded. Haven't quite worked out what I'm going to do because I've got a lot of change with this one. I think I might just, when I finished this binder, which will be mid-June, I'm planning to do a swap over. Then I'll have a think about what I'll do with all this change. I've got heads or tails, but realistically, what am I going to do? Let's flip a coin, and if it is a 1, if it's a head, then I'll put £1 in. If it's £2, I'll have to just not do that for this week. So let's just see. It's a tails, so we'll just skip that one for this week because I don't have £2. But I will put, do you know what I might do? Let's take these out because I'm spreading myself way too thin. Take these out of Abundant Budgets. I love these challenges. I don't mark them off because they're not laminated, so that makes it easier to take some money out. But I'm going to take the £2 out of there that was in there, and pop it into Spring Roller. And then I've got another £1 here that I'll do. So that's £3 to go in, and I do roll the dice to work out which one is going to be crossed off. So 5 across and 5 down, so that little bunny rabbit can be crossed off. And then let's do another one. 6 across, oops, and 6 down. Another little bunny rabbit. So this is from Plan Budget Repeat. It's one of her foiled ones, I should say. I hope that's picking up. And rather than do it with these with the amounts that she's specified, I'm just doing £1 an icon, and I'm just rolling the dice just to make it a bit more interesting and tell me where I'm going to colour in. So 5 across and 1 down. So that is this ladybird. Okay, we'll pop those in. That's £5 in there in total. Maybe that's what I'll do for the next month or so. I will just focus on this one and this one. That sounds sensible, doesn't it? And that is the savings challenge binder done. So now the last thing to do is try and lift this up without, making a horrible noise. Sorry about that. We have got, what did I say, 84p, I think it was, 60, 70, 84p to go in here. What have I got left? I might need to, let me just grab my calculator because I think we're down to the dregs of what I can cross off. Right. 84p. And I have got 33 I can cross off. That leaves me with 51p. And then I've got 28. And that leaves me with 23, which is gone. So what could I do? 28. I could do 27. No, 1's gone as well. 26, but 2's gone. 22, but 6 is gone. 18. And then 10. Okay, let's try that. 84 minus 0.33 minus 0.28. Oh, I did that all wrong, didn't I? What am I doing? 0.84 minus 0.33 minus 0.28. That leaves me with 23. Right, I don't know what I just did. 18 and 5 would make it that. 17 and 6 would make it that. Oh, goodness me. 14 and 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 14 and 9 minus 4. 23 minus 14 minus 9. Right, okay. Oh dear. I bet you when I go to the bank with this, when I finally figure out a bank I can get to, it is all wrong. 33, 28, oh, that's a mess. 14 and 9. Dear. So I didn't mention these are stickers which I sell in my Etsy as well. This is just a tin from Home Bargains, I think it was. I've done it once already. It's just the 0 to 100 penny savings challenge. Saves £50 and 50p. So I've done it once, which is why the ones that are crossed off just once are the ones I've done already. And then I'm double crossing this time round. So I think I've only got like £1 something left to do. So close, and I can't wait for this one to be done. Although I probably will do another penny savings challenge, because what do you do with this change anyway? But yeah, that's that one done. So that was everything. And just as I finished filming, someone outside is trimming the lawn or something. So there's a lot of noise. So that's a good time for me to end it here. So thank you so much for watching and joining me again. Let me know what you would do about the savings challenge binder, because it's quite disheartening every time. Just be like, oh, I can't stuff into that. So yeah, what are your thoughts on that? How do you do it? I do watch a lot of people with like varying budgets, but a lot of people can factor it into their budget. I don't know. Let me know. And if you have if you have a channel that I don't already follow, or just leave me your channels down below if you've got a channel, and I will check, because I do follow a lot of people. I will check. But yes, I hope you'll join me again for another video next week. I hope you all enjoy the bank holiday. If I get this up tonight, hopefully. If you've got another day off tomorrow, let me know what your plans are. I don't think we've got anything planned for tomorrow. There's a street party going on today, so I think we'll pop out for that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.